Okay, hi.
Hi,
I'm I'm here today with.
Nazeeyah.
Could you tell us more about yourself?
Okay. I'm Nazeeyah. That's my name. I'm 24. I am a recent graduate. I'm currently unemployed, so I just spend most of my time at home. I'm also a content creator, so you could say that time I spend at home, I kind of use it to create content.
Okay.
I'm a writer. I'm a gym girly. I love going to the gym. Yeah, that's basically all about me. Not, I'm not all that interesting. Don't let the looks fool you.
That sounds like plenty. So, so what makes you happy, Nadia?
What makes me happy? A lot of things make me happy. Money, for one, makes me very, very happy. Like, I could be sad, and if I should see a random credit alert, I'm happy. I'm a very simple girl. Money makes me happy. Hanging out with friends make me happy. I do not take my friends for granted because I know how much space they have in my heart and they make me very, very happy. Food. I will not be explaining further.
Okay. Okay. So, how would you describe yourself to someone who's never met you?
Bratty, indigestible, unagreeable bitch.
That's a lot of adjectives. Okay.
Yes, now, I feel like people think that because I'm pretty, I'm automatically nice. That's not true. In fact, you would be in for a surprise. Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay. What do people usually get wrong about you?
What do people do, Shadi? What?
Get wrong about you?
That I'm nice.
Okay, I think I said that.
I'm not nice.
Well, you look nice.
Exactly. Until, of course, my friends don't really get that part of me because they're my friends for a reason. But any other person, I'm indigestible. Like, I'm not going to agree with you just because I'm tired of having a conversation. We are going to beat it
Okay.
till the horse is dead and dead.
Poor horse. Okay. So, has social media ever made you less confident?
Yes. Yes, it has. Because I spend most of my time online, especially on TikTok. And if you'd be like, oh, okay, what exactly on social media makes you less confident? Well, sometimes it could be people's bodies, especially ladies' bodies, like when they're sharing how their body looks. And I'm like, why can't I look like that? And then people's relationships, when they're sharing what their man did for them, what their man bought for them. And I'm like, why is my own case always different? Is there something wrong with me? So in that aspect, in those two aspects, I can say yes, social media has made me less confident. But I don't let it dwell for long. Sharp,
So
start of the day.
do you have any ways to get it out? How you get it out of your system when it does come?
I just look in the mirror and just remind myself that I am cool, I am sexy. Man is better than them. The toughest thing I've ever had to do. I've done so many tough things, and because maybe I might be desensitized, I can't exactly say they were tough because I'm used to overcoming so much challenges. I don't really know what's tough anymore. But if you say, oh, okay, what is the toughest thing I've had to do it myself? It would be studying the course I studied in the university because I had no interest in it. And when you don't have interest or passion for something, it just becomes 10 times harder than what it's meant to be. So I want to strongly believe that it's studying what I studied in the university.
So do you feel like passion makes it easier to...
Passion makes it so much easier. Passion makes everything so much easier. Passion makes love easier. Passion makes love making easier. Passion makes everything easier.
Do you have any unpopular opinions about love?
Okay, I do. And now I think I might be forced to say something about my previous relationship. Love, in a way, can be compromised because if you claim to love someone, you should be ready to compromise even the littlest of things. I love males, basically. Like a male professing how much you like me or how much you think about me. And this person that I was dating wasn't exactly the biggest fan of sending it. I couldn't really understand why, even with how much he explained. I just couldn't put my fingers on it. And
Sorry, pardon me. Sending it in what way? Sending it in what way?
like sending mails, like through a mail,
Oh,
Gmail,
oh.
an email.
Oh, okay.
What did you think? Through birds? So I couldn't quite understand why they couldn't compromise, because it doesn't take that long.
You don't get money to buy.
It doesn't take that long. Personally, I just feel like as if love is compromise and love is consideration, because to be considered is to be loved. And I don't think it's an unpopular opinion, but it's just something that I stand by. Like, that's my opinion on love. So if I am ready to compromise and sacrifice a few things, there shouldn't be anything wrong with you doing the same.
Have you ever struggled with grief?
Have I ever struggled with
Grief.
grief? No. Okay, yes, because grief is love with nowhere to go. So I've not had anyone die that I miss, but again, citing the romantic relationship that I refuse to talk about. Yes, I do grieve it, but so far I've been coming out of that grief, and again, thankful for my friends. It has been so much easier, and again, I do not take them for granted.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
It's a very difficult question to answer, because I didn't even plan to be here for this long. I'm not suicidal or anything, but in 10 years, I hope I'm alive. I hope I'm healthy. I hope I have meaningful friendship, meaningful relationship. I hope I'm fulfilling things for myself and not what society expects from me. So yeah, I'm not anything in particular, because you never really know, honestly. So
What does loving yourself mean to you?
loving myself means putting myself first. I mentioned in the previous question that I don't want to talk about like my romantic love, but in a way, one of the many reasons why it ended was because I put myself first, and I felt like I could never really be loved again. But because I put myself first, and of course my friends, again, I do not take them for granted, they reminded me that it takes a lot of courage to put yourself first, especially when you claim to really love someone. So I realized that loving myself is putting myself first.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes, unfortunately, I have. And it's so crazy to think about, because I have a funny reputation of being a man hater. But if we're not going to talk about the romantic things, which I really don't want to have to talk about right now because I'm currently healing, I would say that my friends, my platonic friends, I am very much in love with all of them. Like I said earlier, I do not take them for granted. They make me happy, and I really hope I make them happy too. And I really hope they love me as much as I love them.
Have you ever struggled with grief?
Have I ever struggled with
Grief.
grief? No. Okay, yes, because grief is love with nowhere to go. So I've not had anyone die that I miss, but again, citing the romantic relationship that I refuse to talk about. Yes, I do grieve it, but so far I've been coming out of that grief, and again, thankful for my friends. It has been so much easier, and again, I do not take them for granted.
When do you feel most like yourself?
I don't believe I have a particular state of myself. I have multiple states. When I'm with friends, when I'm with lovers, emphasis on lovers with the S. I have a very big heart. When I'm with strangers, when I'm with acquaintances, when I'm with colleagues. So I won't, and each of those stages, each of those states that I'm in, I still feel happy to be in that state. Except with colleagues though. I don't really rate those people. But any other person, I know that in each of those states, in a way, I just know that I find myself being happy one way or the other. Those things.
Okay, so I think most people have the issue where they have to, is it called code switching? But they have to change depending on who they're interacting with.
Majority of the time, I don't, because I don't really care what any guy or anybody thinks of me, because at the end of the day, I'm indigestible. Like, just because we're having an argument and because you want to be right, me, God, if I want to be right. So it's either we are in a headlock or you give up. But I'm not going to give up. So I think code switching is good too, because less stress. Like, oh, okay, this particular set of people don't believe in this, so let me not bring it up. But one way or the other, it becomes up. I can't pretend like, unless I'm deaf, which I'm not.
Yeah, we could tell. We could tell you're not deaf. Okay. We know you're a social media influencer, right? So there's a constant pressure to put out content and just to be online and just interact, basically. So how do you deal with that when it gets overwhelming?
I don't put myself under such pressure. That's all.
Okay. I won't press on it anymore than I have to. I understand. Last question. Okay. If you could... Okay, no. There'll be one more question after this, but...
Right.
If you could say something to your younger self, what would that be?
If I could say
anything to your younger self.
It's okay to say no. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be annoying. It's okay to not want to do something you don't want to. It's okay to tell someone that probably insults you that you don't like what they said. It's okay, honestly. It's okay to be the bully. It's okay to beat up. I mean, okay, I kind of already did that, so don't worry about that
one. Okay. Final question. If there is any advice you could give the people listening to this video, what would that be?
I don't like giving people advice, but I'm not going to give the men advice.
Okay.
But the girls, my girls, the indigestible, I swear, the society expects us to be agreeable because we're women. We're meant to be soft. We're meant to be kind no matter what. We're meant to be more mature. We're meant to, understand. You don't have to. And nobody's going to hold your neck for that. You can, they might call you a bitch. I've been called that many times and I'm still here. So just be you. Once you're not comfortable, say it out. Once you don't like something, say it out. There is no reward for being quiet. Like Bobrisky would say, good girl, no they pay.
Okay. You're okay. Thank you very much, Nazeeyah, for being here. Thank you so
You're welcome.
much.
I know. I'm also like that.
Okay, no. Okay. All right.